Well, okay, we're ready for baseball here at North Paulding High School between the North Paulding Wolfpack and the Alexander Cougars today in the freshman game. Number 19 pitching for North Paulding. 11-19. Brian Hinton will be the starting pitcher for North Paulding, and Logan Folks will be the starting pitcher for Alexander. And we'll lead off here. The start of the game for Alexander will be Noose Williams, plays center field, and leads off. All right, pitcher's warming up here, getting ready. We're getting ready to play here at North Paulding High School for today's second game. North Paulding winning the first game 9-5. So we're ready to go here. 21 at first base for South Paulding. Sheffield, big kid, plays great first baseman. He was involved in the triple play that didn't count earlier. Number 14. All right, we're ready to go. Catcher's getting ready to throw the ball down. We're ready to go. Mickey Skelton here getting all the starting lineups and everything together. We'll be ready to go with him here in just 1 minute. On 278 the mix. Number 2 leading off, Noose Williams. Center fielder. First pitch, high and away. So here we go. Looks in to get the signal. Strike right down the middle. 1-1 on the batter here, first inning. Ball 2.
I'm not hearing anything.
Down in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike on Williams. On deck is Roman Borland. Number 18. He'll be the next. Oh, sorry about that. That's not the next batter. The next batter is Butler. Joseph Butler, number 18. We go. Third pitch. Ball 3. No walking on 4 out of 5 pitches. Here's Joseph Butler, the number 2 hitter. He's batting second here for the Cougars. First inning, second game. North Paulding won the first game 9-5. Butler tries to fake a bunt. Pick him off at first. Nope, missed him. He had him picked off. The first baseman just missed him on the slide in, coming back head first. So there's...
Almost looked like he just swung right through him, through the play. So we'll get the hand in.
Yep.
Umpires clean off home plate, get a clear vision of the strike zone.
Butler here, second hitter for Alexander, has a man on first. Ball low in the dirt. 1-1.
Noose Williams, he's getting a good lead off first base. It's just, through the first game, he stole 2 bases.
Well, they're kind of ignoring him here, trying to face the hitter. 3-1 on Butler. On deck is number 23 for Alexander, Morgan Folks. He's pitching this game today for him. Morgan Folks will be the next hitter. back to the pitcher. Pitcher fields it, throws it to first for the out. The runner advances to second. So we have one out and Williams at second. And Morgan Folks, the hitter. On deck, number 14, Jacob Whitley is on deck for the Cougars with a runner at second base and one out. Foul ball back to the screen. So we got one strike on the hitter here. Runner at second. He had a couple of RBIs last game. On the first inning, he went down the right field line with the ball. Got a ball there, 1-1. Logan Folks at the bat. Ball, one strike. Gets a signal from the coach at third base. Got a runner at second here for Alexander, first inning. Ball high. 2 balls, 1 strike on Folks. All right, he gets his signal, steps back in the box. Drives one to the first baseman who fields it. Runner advances to third, so Folks is out at first on an unassisted play there. So we have a runner at third with 2 outs. Number 14, Jacob Whitley coming to bat with a runner at third with 2 outs here in the first inning. Swings and fouls it back. 1 strike. On deck, number 34. Borland is on deck for and he gets back safe at third base. The third baseman was actually in the baseline, and he kind of went outside the baseline to get back, and he did make it. It was a great play. The catcher stopped the ball about 5 or 6 feet behind the plate and almost threw him out at third. So we got 2 outs. Calls it strike 2. Back up the middle. Shortstop comes across, overthrows into the dugout of South Alexander. I'll get it right here in a minute. But he don't go advance. He didn't get to advance. It didn't go in the dugout, actually. So as a runner at first base and 1 run in here in the top of the first for Alexander, number 34 coming to bat. Roman Borland is up with 2 outs and a runner at first. They get on the board here in the first inning for Alexander. Pitch over for a strike. On deck. He's the DH. So we got 1-1 on the batter here, 2 outs, 1 run in, top of the first for Alexander. He's going to second, and he called him safe. So the runner broke and stole second on the pitcher that time. So he's now at second base. So we've got a runner at second now with 2 outs. Ball almost hits the batter for a 2-2 count, 3-2 now. Next up, number 17 on deck is Dowell. Hits it to third. Third baseman fields it. Touches him in, as the runner breaks from second. He touches him, goes after him, and gets him. between second and third for the third out. They scored 1 run. And the top of the first, the score now is Alexander 1 and North Paulding getting ready to come to bat.
As we end that half inning with no hits, 1 walk, 1 error. Of course, one scored run with Alexander.
At the end of the first, top of the first. So Morgan Folks is warming up here for Alexander as the pitcher. We'll, as Alexander takes the field here. Folks throws the fastball about 83 miles an hour. So we'll see how many fastballs he throws today.
Did you get that from that new surgery you had with the eye that you can?
You got it.
Okay.
I got the new eye surgery, and I can get the speed of the ball. Throws a great curveball too, by the way. I got that from his daddy. So we're there with it.
There's no better resource than from the dad to get the.
That's what you do. You talk to the dad. How fast is he throwing right now? About 82. So he's getting his warm up on deck for North Paulding, number 13. Garrison Lindsay is the leadoff hitter for North Paulding here.
Garrison was standing there eyeballing him, watching the timing down, getting his practice swings in. He's now paying attention, getting the signs from the coach.
Who's we got on deck? Number 2,
Rocco Massetti.
Massetti,
right
on
fielder.
Deck, the right fielder. First pitch, strike right down the middle. Fastball.
Fastball coming in. He took a little off that fast, but
Yeah,
it was
he
still,
did.
81 and a half instead of 83.
81 and a half mile an hour fastball from Morgan Folks on the first pitch. Ball 1-1.
Hitting the plate. The catcher did a good job, same as he did first game. He's doing a lot of scooping, stopping the ball from getting by.
Well, this catcher, this will be his second full game to catch, so he's got his money's worth today, that's for sure. Strike 2 right by him for a swinging strike. 2 strikes, 1 ball on the hitter. Nobody out in the bottom of the first for the Wolfpack. All right, foul ball out of play. So
Protecting the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes on the batter. Steps back in, ready to go. Folks gets the signal. Nope, batter calls timeout. So Folks took too much time getting ready here. Lindsay steps back in. Next pitch. Foul ball down the left third baseline. Foul ball. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes still on the batter. We'll do it again. Garrison Lindsay. He's the left fielder for the Wolfpack.
Center fielder.
Center fielder? He's playing center this game?
He is.
Oh, okay, so he's center fielder. So 2-2 now on the hitter. Lindsay's battling here. This is about the 10th or 11th pitch. Foul some off here. Foul another one off down the third baseline. So it's still 2-2 on the batter. Gets the ball to third. Third baseman gets it across the diamond, gets the guy at first, so it's 1 out.
Second base.
Rocco Massetti, the next batter here for the Wolfpack. He's playing right field. He'll be the second hitter.
Rocco had a good first game. I think he also had a stolen base.
Pitch from Folks in the dirt. Ball 1.
Rocco was squaring as if to bunt. I don't know if he was truly going to do this or if he was just testing the corners to see what they were going to do. Watching from his speed from the first game, if they don't break, he definitely can leg the bunt out.
Drives one down the right field line.
Goes foul.
Foul ball. Right field.
I may have to open this window from South Paulding and lean my head out to see this, Jack. To hold on to my feet so I don't fall out. Okay?
I'll make sure you don't fall out. So, Folks it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out on the hitter. Massetti at the plate. Comes Folks with a pitch. Foul back to the catcher, strike 2.
Yeah, he was definitely trying to bunt that down. The first base never broke, third did, but the way he was holding it back, it looked like it was going to run down the first base line.
Yeah, he was trying to put it down the first base line. So, Folks comes again. Oh, hits him in the back.
Solid on that.
So we have a runner now at first base. Next up, Ben Turner with a runner at first base and 1 out here for the Wolfpack. He's called timeout to go talk to his pitcher. Morgan Folks hit the last batter, which was Massetti, on the pitch. So he's now at first base. Ben Turner steps back into the box. Runner at first base. Massetti, he's getting a good lead over there at first. Morgan Folks throws back over there to get him back. So it's a little chess game here to see what he's going to do, whether he's going to go or Ben Turner is going to bunt or hit away.
You see Massetti leaning a little more off than what he did before, but just by step, he gets another throw over and he's back with ease. I think he's testing the pitcher to take a look at his moves and see if he gets a little bit more. Yeah, he's inching off a little bit further than what he did last time.
Folks throws for a strike right past number 22, Turner, on the pitch. So it's 1 strike, no balls, 1 out, runner at first here in the bottom of the first inning. Wolfpack trailing 1-0. Strike 2 right down the middle.
I was going to say, Norfolk hadn't backed off from putting a little ball down through here, I guess trying to make them swing if they want it. But
can they catch up with it? It's a question. This is freshman baseball. Oh, he throws a curveball, stays high for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Said he stands over there, looks at the coach for the signs. He's got him another good lead.
Foul ball back to the screen, so it's still 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Those eagle eyes, Jack, can you see the number out in left field for the Cougars?
No.
325.
Oh, you mean you mean down the line? Yeah, he's talking about the left fielder. What's his number?
I was, but we got a little help from the peanut gallery here over with Randy.
Yeah. I can see the 325 and the 355 and 375 in dead center. Ball 2.
And the ground said he's gone to 2, standing up with ease.
Yep. Folks threw a curveball and he went on the pitch and he stole second with ease there. So Turner has a runner now at second base, one out, and a 2-2 count on him. He's going to guard the plate here for North Paulding. Folks looks the runner back. Ball hit to the shortstop.
Got him in a run down. Said he's watching back. And he gets by him. Third baseman dropped the ball on a quick throw.
He gets back at
Third
first.
baseman throws to first. Got a was it Turner? Turner diving back in to be safe. He's got him safe on the corners now.
Well, what happened there, Mickey, on the play? Massetti broke to third. Number 21, Tanner Sheffield, coming into bat with a runner at third and first. Massetti broke to third, and the third baseman threw the ball back to the second baseman, going to get him in a rundown, but there was nobody covering third for him to throw back to. And by the time he got the ball, he was past him. So, yeah, there was no catcher. He could have gone home. You're right. Fakes a bunt. Throw down to second. He's gone back to home, geez. And he went overthrew the catcher. Now the guy's going to end up at third base. So Ben Turner ends up at third base here on the play. Sheffield at bat with one run in. We've got one out here. The game tied 1-1, the bottom of the first. So a little disgusted out there at third base. The play to the shortstop, he was supposed to get the ball and throw it back to home, but by the time he had done that, Massetti had already broken, was almost at the plate.
It kind of sailed on him. I thought we were having a countdown for a launch, but
yeah,
it just took off, hit the backstop.
So we've got one ball on the batter.
It seems as though North Paulding's coming in with the momentum that they were ending the last game.
Yeah, they had one inning there. They scored 6 runs in. Fourth inning, they scored 6. And now they're still trying to add to that. So it's 3 balls here on Sheffield.
It's just below the knees, right across the plate, but just below the knees.
One out. Got Edwards on deck over there for North Paulding. Strike 1, first strike of the game there for against Sheffield here. Ben Turner at third base for North Paulding. Folks on the mound for the Alexander Cougars here. Strike 2, so it's 2 strikes, 2 balls with a runner at third and 1 out. Bottom of the first inning here, the second game. North Paulding winning the first game 9-5. Whoa.
Just misses the outside and gets a walk.
Wow. That was close. Good pitch there by the pitcher, and Sheffield laid off of it, and it was a ball. So Hayden Edwards, the batter for North Paulding this time with 1 out, a runner at first and third, 1 out.
Catcher giving the signs to the infield for if the Sheffield attempts a steal to what the play is.
Folks steps off toward third and then fakes to first. Hayden Edwards waiting on the pitch. Strike right down the middle.
It looks like Sheffield's taking a big league, but as tall as he is, actually he lays down. He can almost be right back at first base.
Yeah, he's a big young man for a 9th grader. This is freshman baseball here at North Paulding High School.
He's back in time with ease. He hit the ground, but that's pitcher threw the ball high to the first base, and so Sheffield was able to come back easy, or make it back easy. He dove in, but.
Wow, outside, I guess. Call that in the ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter with 1 out.
I'm getting the sound test by Randy over here. He's playing back to make sure. I guess we're sounding all right on the.
He hits one to center field. The center fielder breaks on the ball. He makes the catch. throws it to the shortstop, and the run will score. Makes it 2-1 North Paulding. Great catch by the center fielder, breaking on the ball over to the left field side.
That's Noose Williams.
So it's 2 outs now here, with a runner still at first base. Number 12, Hardison, up to bat for North Paulding with 2 outs. A runner at first. Folks gets the signal, comes in with a strike.
Yeah, he catches that outside corner on this one about knee level.
Yeah, he's flirting with that outside. He's trying to keep the ball away from the hitters.
He's just getting the rhythm with the umpire, finding out that range.
That one's right down the middle for a strike.
But Everson wasn't able to catch up with it, though. He's just right by him.
No balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. With 2 outs here with a runner at first base. Bottom of the first. North Paulding leading 2-1. Folks gets his signal. He's pitching from the stretch. Gets his signal. Looks in. Low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we are streaming this game live on 278 The Mix here in Dallas, Georgia. Mickey Skelton, Jack Daniels with you here at the North Paulding High School. Curveball, strike 3. Great pitch, froze the hitter, and the pitcher comes off the field, leaving a runner at first base, but they score 2 to take the lead, 2-1 here in the first inning. And it'll be Alexander coming to bat, top of the second.
So out of this one still, we have still no hit game. We had a hit batter on the first, and then we had 3 errors by the Cougars with a walk and a sacrifice fly, and then the 1 strikeout, so leaving us at a score of 2-0. Okay, Jack, you're up.
All right. Well, the pitcher's warming up here. Number 19 warming up for North Paulding to start the second inning. Who is 19? Ryan Hinton?
I don't have the, this.
Ryan Hinton, pitcher for North Paulding. Number 17 will be leading off for Alexander here in the top of the second. Beautiful day for baseball here at North Paulding High School. Is the varsity playing today? The JV is over at Alexander today, and the varsity's off. So who's their next game? Monday night. Is it here? Oh, at Hiram. So North Paulding will travel to Hiram Monday night to play the Hiram Hornets varsity baseball.
So they'll be in the Hornets' nest. Is that what that is over there at Hiram? Is that
the Wolf? I think they ought to call this the Wolfpack Hole myself. It would be a great name for this place. But it's a beautiful stadium, don't get me wrong. It's beautiful.
I mean, with the first pitch about head high, couldn't really call it chin music, although he moved back, but it was
well, it was a little curveball. A little curveball. It wasn't a fastball over the chin. Swings and misses it, fouls it off behind the plate. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike on Dowdle.
Well, he's the right fielder.
The right fielder. He pitched last game for Alexander. Lost 9-5, was the losing pitcher. That's a bounce in there for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike here. So, what is the varsity's record here at North Paulding? 5-4. Ball hit to left field, sky high. Left fielder comes under it, makes the catch for the out. 1 away. Alexander here in the
That's Austin Averson.
top of the first. Aberson makes the catch for the first out here in the. Chris McConnell will be batting here for Alexander, the catcher, number 6.
Now he's coming out with his uniform dirty, messed up, just like a coach, just to get excited at seeing a player in the starting innings of a second game to go ahead and see him. He's ready to play.
Well, now, he caught the whole first game, so this young man's done a job already. Ball 1 inside. So Hinton's throwing a lot of breaking balls here. So we'll see. 1 ball, no strikes to Hinton. That's a fast ball hit down the first baseline, foul. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike. McConnell, little kid to be a good catcher. He's a great little catcher, and hitting 6th in the batting order for the Cougars. Hits it back at the pitcher, right back up the middle, hits second base, and goes into center field for the first hit for the Cougars.
First hit of the game, Jerry.
First hit of the game.
We did have the sacrifice from North Paulding on that.
Yeah. Number 15 now coming to bat for Evan. We have Ryan.
Well, I got Evan quit, number 15.
Oh.
That's last game. We changed his name.
Oh, he changed his name after the first game. Okay. So here he is up to bat with a runner at first base. Ball outside.
It's these new bifocals, Jack. I can't afford the surgery yet, so I just the glasses play with mine when I'm trying to write the name.
Okay. So here 1 ball with a runner at first. They replace the catcher with a runner at first base, Justin Westbrook. Is that the runner's number? Westbrook's at first. On deck, number 8 for Alexander.
Yeah.
Blaylock will be on deck.
Ryan Hinton caught the outside corner on this left-handed batter.
2 balls, 1 strike. Fouls off to the screen, so it's 2-2 now. Here on the hitter.
And Hinton came up a little bit on that one, still on the outside, but he came up just about the top of the numbers.
Well, it's a beautiful day here at Wolfpack Stadium.
Again, Frequet just protecting that plate. Really, you couldn't even call that a 3/4 swing. It was about a half swing.
Is that the guy?
Just bounced it off.
Huh? Walker? No?
That is a guy, but I don't know if it's the guy.
No, the guy that was sitting up on top of the hill outside the fence.
Got a stolen.
Safe.
Just in there, safe.
Slid in. Westbrooks gets to second with a full count on the hitter here with 1 out. 2-1 the score, top of the second. Hinton looks in to get his signal. Westbrooks plays off at second. Fouls it back, so it's still 3-2 on the batter.
He came around with an off-speed pitch. That's the first one that Frequet's actually got all the way around on. Fouled it off, not directly behind him, but off the first base line.
Well, the center fielder is playing awful short. All 4
And
walked him. Means a runner at first and second now here with 1 out in the top of the second. Timmy Blaylock coming to bat for the Cougars with 1 out. Is the coach going to bunt him right here, Mickey?
Well, I haven't picked up his signs yet, but definitely one of those could have been a bunt sign.
This could be a possibility. I hope he's taken.
Square. Yeah, he was taken. So
He's taken. He didn't act like he was going to bunt at it.
I don't know if he was froze or if he was taken.
Great pitch by Hinton. So 1 strike on the batter. He pops it up to and he gets the runner going to second because he had to come back thinking it was going to be caught, and he got caught in no man's land, and he's out, but the runner advanced to third. So now Scott's up number 19, and the runner's at first and third with 2 outs. Pitch down the middle for strike 1. Gettier's playing what position, Mickey? Number 19.
I didn't see him out on the field out.
Shortstop.
Shortstop. There we
go. 19's playing short, hits the ball over to second base. Second baseman fields it for the 3rd out on a little bloop fly to the second baseman. So at the end of 1 1/2, it's 2-1. North Paulding beating the Alexander Cougars.
Well, the Cougars get the first hit of the game with a second batter that went right up the middle. And that was Chris McConnell. He produced a stolen base out of this, and then they had a walk with still unproductive, leaving 2 on base.
The umpire's looking up here for some reason. We ain't talking about him. I hope he's not going to throw me out of the game.
Out of the press box.
Out of the press box.
That'd be twice in 1 year, Jack.
Wow. No, I didn't get thrown out last year. That was the year before.
Oh, okay. Skip a year.
Yeah, I skipped a year. Yeah, it's leap year. I don't get thrown out in leap year.
Okay, well, leading off for the second inning for Wolfpack will be Tyler Brett Thomason, and Ryan Hinton will be the first 3.
Brett Locke will be the first hitter, number 14. Where does he play?
He's second base.
He's the second baseman. And Morgan Folks getting his warm-ups in here. North Paulding's second baseman is going to be the leadoff hitter here. Start the second inning, leading 2-1. Umpire cleans the plate off here. Tyler Bretlock. Bunts the ball down the third base line. Foul. Strike 1. He'll come back and do it again. A little bitty kid. He's kind of fast. He set the third baseman up here. Let's see what happens here. Folks gets his signal. Hit down the first base line. Pitcher fields it, throws him out at first for the first out of the inning. So it's 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Britt Thomason, big kid here, number 11. Does he play in the field anywhere normally? First base, big kid. Big kid. Strike 1, swing and miss.
Wolfpack looking for their first hit. See if Thomason can bring it home.
Strike right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes on the hitter. Folks gets his signal. Looks in. Foul ball.
That was a protection swing, Jack. He stuttered on the first beginning. And
yep.
I think it was good that he protected, because I believe that was going to be an off-speed pitch. It's going to get the strike call.
He has a good changeup right here, and so far in this game, he's thrown 2 or 3 of them, and they've been pretty good pitches, fooling the hitters. either way ahead of it or not knowing whether to swing or not. He bounces that one off home plate. And his mother's it safe at first for the first hit of the day for the North Paulding Wolfpack.
Yeah, that coming off the plate with a high bounce, the second baseman protected it, made sure it didn't get by him, and just Thompson just outran it, just legged it out to first.
So one out here with a runner at first base. Boggs at the plate. Great baseball name. Strike one. I mean, on the play where he hits home plate and it bounces 30 feet high, there's nothing you can do about it but wait for it to come down. So he legged it out. It was a great play. So here comes the pitch. Foul off of the hitter, number 5, Boggs, for strike 2. 1 out, 2 strikes. North Paulding leading the game 2-1 here in the second inning. Ball down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Boggs. Boggs plays third base for North Paulding.
Just
ball
misses
2
outside.
down low and out, it looked like. So it's another ball there. 2-2. Our man outside the fence has returned. He's back watching. Good hit down the right field line. Thomason goes to second. Got runners at first and second now. He hit behind the runner there on that play. It's a great hit. So Boggs gets his first hit.
Well, had Brett Thomason.
Ryan Wilson, the next hitter up. He's the extra hitter for North Paulding with runners at first and second. And 1 out here.
Had Brett Thomason running to second base, ducking as if it was almost coming at his head.
Yeah. Folks is throwing a lot of strikes. It's just he can't get it together, and they keep hitting onto the off field and everything for them. So they've got 2 hits here in a row. North Paulding has runners at first and second. Foul ball. Tried to bunt it. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes on the hitter. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. Excuse me.
It wasn't a hit and run. Neither runner had broke. So it wasn't a.
The third baseman's playing back about even with the bag, and the first baseman's behind the bag. So it would be a great time to lay one down. He hits it in between short and third.
Everybody's going to make it.
Everybody's safe for another hit. 3 in a row here. The base is loaded now for North Paulding.
As deep as the shortstop was playing, I don't believe he had a play because the ball died as it hit the grass.
Number 13, Garrison Lindsay, comes to bat with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the second with 3 straight hits for the North Paulding Wolfpack.
Garrison is our leadoff hitter. Leadoff batter.
Right down the middle for strike 1. So he's got 1 strike, no balls with the bases loaded here in the second inning. They could break this thing open right here. Folks looks in, gets his signal. Right down the middle for strike 2. Lindsay didn't even offer at it.
That's both. Neither one did he. Didn't even flinch.
Yeah. It's no balls, 2 strikes on Lindsay here with 1 out and the bases loaded.
Of course, that ball's a little bit easier seen up here, Jack.
Struck him out there on the 3 straight pitches. 3 strikes, swing and strike the last time. So with 2 outs.
Okay. And we got Rocco Massetti coming up next. He was hit by a pitch.
Rocco Massetti coming up to bat with the bases loaded. Fast runner.
He stole 2 bases and
hits it to shortstop. Shortstop fields, throws to third for the force out at third for out number 3. They do not score. So at the end of 2 innings, it's still North Paulding 2 and Alexander at 1. The Cougars will be coming to bat here in the top of the third on 278 the mix.
They ended that. They did get 3 hits. 3 hits that inning.
3 hits here in the second inning for North Paulding, and of course Alexander broke it open with a hit in the first inning. First of the second inning, they got it in the top of the second. They got 1 hit, so we've now had no hitters for either team's gone. So here we go. We're top of the third. Number 2 will be leading off here. Williams for Alexander. So Williams will be the first hitter. Randy Riggs is filming the game, and it will be on 278 the mix also on a replay tonight on 278themix.com. 19, Hinton still pitching. Wait a minute, this is a new pitcher.
Same pitcher.
Gilden? Same pitcher. Okay. 17's the catcher. Yeah, Hinton's still pitching. I was looking at the Alexander roster. All right, Williams coming to bat here, top of the third inning, leadoff hitter for Alexander. High, 1 ball, no strikes. Beautiful day here at North Paulding High School. We're at the Wolf Pack hole over here. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. The Ladybugs are out.
Yeah, Williams took a walk the first inning.
Looks like he's on his way to another one with 2 balls, no strikes. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike. He looks like a runner, I can tell you that. He's a speed demon. He got in a rundown at third base, slipped on the ground and got back. Hits the ball through the hole to shortstop in third for the second hit of the day for Alexander. Number 18 now coming to bat.
Yeah, he grounded out to the pitcher first inning.
Butler grounded out to the pitcher in the first inning.
And got Morgan Falks on deck.
That's the pitcher for Alexander. Hits the ball to right side. The second baseman gets it, bobbles it, throws him out at first. Runner going his way to third. He's safe. Wait, let's see what they call him.
Umpires are looking at each other. No one's making the call.
Wow.
We can make it from up here. I can tell them.
Yeah. He did call him out. He called him out to start with. So the home plate guy called him out. The umpire calls him out. The coach is talking to the umpire about it.
Yes.
He's asking the umpire to ask the other coach. The call was made at third. The runner's out.
As you said, Jack, behind the plate, he signaled out at first, and then the 2 umpires looked at each other, then had discussion. Home plate umpire came back and confirmed his out, and now the Alexander coach is asking for help.
So he loses the argument. The runner's out here. I think personally the umpire might have missed that one. So
I'll throw the controversy back. I think you got it right. So now we'll just have two for us. We'll call Randy in for the deciding vote.
Okay, I guess he's out then.
Of course, Randy counts on hindsight here, 2020.
I guess, yeah. Randy can't see the third base.
He's not playing the tape back for us though.
Yeah, let's get the replay here from the official up here in the booth. The replay official, he's checking it as we speak. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Morgan Folks at bat. What was your call on that? That's what I thought. Me and you are looking at the same direction.
I was trying to go on the home crowd here so we don't get thrown out of another press box.
Ball 2 to Folks. 2 balls, 1 strike with. Is that 1 out or 2 outs?
Should be 2 outs.
Two
outs. Yes, so we got the ground double play. Well, the ground out, and then when he
throw out to third.
Throw out still in third base.
So there is 2 outs here. 3-1 count on Folks with 2 outs here in the top of the third inning. I don't think the coach at third base is very happy. Walks Folks on 4 ball 4, and coming to bat number 14. Jacob Whitley is the batter with a runner at first. 2 outs now. We're having a runner for the pitcher, and that will be number 7, who will be
Hunter Bowman.
Hunter Bowman will be pinch running for the pitcher so he can get ready to go back into the game here. Ball.
Jacob Whitley hit one up the middle going to shortstop. The shortstop had an error on the throw on the first inning.
So we have a runner at first. Strike, foul ball back into the screen. So it's 1-1 here with 2 outs. The runner at third base was forced out by tag. So guy at first is pitcher. The second baseman throws to first for the 3rd out of the inning. I think the coach is going to come down through here and get the bat, and he'll probably say something to the umpire. He might, but we'll see what happens. He was not real happy. He didn't say nothing. He just walked straight to the dugout, throws the bat down. Makes one of his players go pick it up. Folks out on the mound, waiting on his catcher, who was next up to bat for Alexander. So at the end of 2.5 innings, the score 2-1, North Paulding. North Paulding getting ready to come to bat here. Looks like some clouds back to our backside back there, clouding up a little bit.
What you looking behind us for anyway, Jack? Everything's up in front of us.
Look at that. Does that look like a rain cloud?
Trying to bring this in.
We may have an afternoon shower here at North Paulding High School. Week ago yesterday, the tornado hit. 2 weeks ago yesterday, tornado hit over at Poole Elementary, and I've been watching that situation over there. They've come a long way. The people have worked real hard trying to get that place back together for those kids.
I understand, Jack, they're on about a 4-week delay just for the fact of the
material.
Roof. The roof is a special cut, and to have the metal cut and the framework done, they have to wait on the material. But I walked through that school on the 2 days after, and it's amazing, Jack. You can walk in one room and have where the wall had fell and papers are disturbed, and you go out to the hallway there, and there's still children's work as if it's untouched right down the hallway. So
that whole area over there, you just have to feel. Ben Turner coming to bat for the Wolfpack. But you have to, really admire those people as hard as they work to get their lives back together over there.
Yeah, Ben Turner grounded shortstop, but shortstop made an error in the first inning, so he was able to get on base.
So we got 1 strike on Turner here in the bottom of the third. 2-1 North Paulding. Froze the umpire for a ball, I guess. 1-1 on the hitter. Wolfpack has someone warming up in the bullpen. Strike right down the middle. 2 strikes, 1 ball here. Who? Brooks Luther warming up in the bullpen for North Paulding. Strike 3 on Turner.
Swinging.
For the first out. Swing and strikeout there. So.
Hey, folks, this is backing off on that fastball. He's not afraid to put it in there and challenge him to hit it.
Tanner Sheffield coming to bat here for North Paulding with 1 out.
He walked in the first inning.
He's a big kid for a 9th grader. Hits the ball down the third baseline foul all the way to the bullpen. North Paulding's facility here is a beautiful place for a baseball and softball complex where they have it here. And they're looking for a name for the baseball field. Of course, they're the Wolfpack, so we need a slogan for the team, which the football team has one, and they're wanting one for the baseball program.
I understand they have winter camps, but are there any summer camps that's coming? So I'm finding out now there are summer camps, and they look to be playing some games through the summer.
Strike 2.
Summer with those summer camp programs. So if you're up in the area, North Paulding, you can check out. And I'm assuming that there's a website. npwolfpackbaseball.com. And
swing and strike. He missed it. Throws the ball to first. Umpire calls him
out.
Save. I thought he fouled the ball off.
I thought it was a foul as well.
But the umpire says no. It's strike 3. Hayden Edwards is the batter with Sheffield at first base now after the swing and strikeout, and gets on. So Edwards coming to the plate with 1 runner on, 1 out. Strike 1.
You know, Jack, it's good as we're sitting here reviewing the fence along the outfield. It's sitting up on top of a wall here. You see all the local merchants, that come in to support and help the school. Well, up the middle with a solid hit.
Base hit up the middle there. Folks almost got his head taken off with that hit by Edwards. So all right, we're substituting for the catcher here. Brian Zock is the runner at first base now, substituting for Edwards, the catcher.
And we got Austin Iverson that'll be there. He struck out the first inning, which ended the inning.
So now we have a runner at first and second, 1 out. North Paulding leading 2-1 here. Folks looking in to get his signal.
Umpires signaling to each other, letting know the
good bunt, foul ball. Oh, if the catcher had touched that in play, that would have been a great bunt. That was a good bunt, and it had backspin on it, and it spun back out of play. But I thought the catcher reached down to touch it and missed it.
Of course, the infield fly rule's in effect.
Yep, with runners at first and second and 1 out. Number 12 getting his signal from his coach here with 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2. Great pitch there. Good curveball.
It was. It took him right out of the play.
Yep. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner at first and second. So he's got the hit privilege probably here with 2 strikes on him. Folks throws. Oh, high, I guess.
Just a little high, yes. That's catcher was doing a good job of framing it back in, but it was definitely high.
Well, it was right at the letters, and the coach for the other team wanted a strike on that one. He got one called on him, and he let him know that wasn't a strike above the letters. Strike 3.
Oh, got him looking.
Standing there looking for out number 2 with runners at first and second, number 14. Tyler Britlock, the second baseman, coming to bat here.
Now he grounded out to the pitcher in the second inning.
With 2 outs here in the third. Foul ball off to the left. Well, I'll tell you one thing. This booster club here, Mickey, has done a great job getting sponsors, like you say, up on the fence up there. They've got quite a few sponsors here in the local community supporting this North Paulding Wolfpack baseball team, and that's a great thing. Strike 2.
Jack, if you've never been to the school, as you enter up and you're coming off of the entrance, you'll see what you see is just rolling hills, and you got a complex of 3 schools: the high school, middle school, and elementary school. It's just a beautiful sight.
Strike 3. Morgan Folks throws a curveball, freezes the hitter for the third out. So at the end of 3 complete innings, it scored 2 for North Paulding, 1 for Alexander, going into the 4th inning. And they are bringing in a new pitcher, it looks like. Nope. Yep. Brooks Luther's coming in to pitch, number 9. He will be the new pitcher for North Paulding.
Now pitching for the Wolfpack, number 9, Brooks Luther.
So they did make one change. Hinton pitched 3 innings, left the game leading 2-1. We're in the 4th inning. Him and the umpires having another word over on the left side. The umpire's telling him he couldn't see it. And they're talking about it, and he's fixing to get chunked.
No, he's peaceful, Jackie.
It's a peaceful, right now it is. He's telling him you missed it. So, good discussion over there at third base.
Just as we've got the break in here, Jack, we've got with the Cougars, of course, they've got 2 hits with 1 run. They're 2 stolen bases. They've left 4 on base, and they've fortunately had 4 errors. Now for North Paulding, they've gotten 4 hits with 2 runs. They have 4 stolen bases. They've left 6 men on base, and they've had 1 error.
All right, so here we go to start the 4th inning. Number 34 leading off for Alexander, Borland. Catcher throws the ball down for North. Roman Borland playing third base this game, leading off here. Strike 1.
He grounded out to third base in the 1st inning. So
hits the ball in between short and third for a base hit, number 34.
Almost looked like he reached out and caught a ball on that, like it was outside, but he
brought it back. It was a good swing too. He was right on it. Number 17. Coming to the plate for Alexander.
He flew out to left field. That was a high fly out.
Mason Dowder, he pitched the first game, losing 9-5. Ball gets away from the catcher. Number 34 goes to second. So we have a runner at second base, nobody out, 1 ball on the batter. And Alexander trailing 2-1 here in the 4th inning. On deck, number 6 for Alexander McConnell. Ball, oh, call that a strike. So here with a runner at second base. Pitcher steps off. Luther steps off to keep him close.
Roman's toying with him. He's teasing. He's putting that lean.
Outside. Ball 2, strike 1 here. In the fourth inning with a runner at second base. North Paulding freshman here at the Wolfpack home baseball field. Ball outside, 3-1 now. Number 6 getting ready to come up. Will be Chris McConnell. Will be the next hitter for the Alexander Cougars.
And Chris in the second inning sent one right back up the middle. That was the first hit of the game.
Ball 4. Walked him on 4 pitches there. So, or 5 pitches, excuse me. He did have a strike. So, number 6, Chris McConnell coming to bat.
That's the catcher.
Next up for the Cougars, catcher number 6, Chris McConnell.
Next on deck, number 15's on deck. Ryan Figueroa will be on deck for the Cougars with runner first and second. The coach goes out for North Paulding to talk to the pitcher. He's telling him as there's somebody warming up in the pen down there for the Wolfpack. Ryan Wilson, who was the catcher, did he catch the first game? Yeah, was the catcher of the first game. He's warming up to pitch this game. So
it's almost as Luther. He's got that. He's looking at the runner on the second, just letting that get into his mind a little bit. He's not following through with his release.
His rhythm's off, and we got a little man here at the plate who got the first hit of the game, which was Chris McConnell at the bat with nobody out. Infield fly possibility. I think the runner at second is bothering him. I think you're right. I'm watching him, and he's not getting his head back around when he throws the ball. He keeps, his mind's on the second base runner instead of the plate. You can see it. Strike 1, right down the middle. That time he kept his mind on the hitter. You could just see it different, where the guy didn't fake him as much at second as he did the first time. Runner's playing off good ways at first. Strike 2 on McConnell. 1 ball, 2 strikes with nobody out here in the fourth inning.
The fourth inning on the first game was all Wolfpack.
That ball bounced up there. Is about 58 feet on that throw. A little bit short. So makes it 2-2 on the batter, no outs. McConnell at the plate. Fouls it off down the first base side for strike 2 again. So coach trying to tell him to stay back on his back foot and hit the ball instead of pushing forward. So here we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first and second. McConnell ready for the pitch. Bounced up there again that gets away from the catcher. The runners advance 90 feet. So we have now runners at second and third, nobody out. You're right, Mickey. They scored 6 runs in the bottom of the fourth last game, the Wolfpack did. So, yeah, they're definitely looking at the Cougars getting a big inning here in the fourth with no outs and runners at second and third. 3-2 count on the batter. Ball 4 outside. So the bases are loaded. Number 15 coming to bat.
Next up for Alexander, first up to number 15, Evan Fouquet.
Evan Fouquet, he walked the first inning.
So they're changing the catcher's coming out and a new runner coming in. Number 1's coming in to run for him. We got a new pitcher coming in for the Wolfpack. Be number 6, Ryan Wilson, who was the catcher last game's coming in to pitch here. In the second game in the 4th inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. So all the players gathering around their coaches, respective coaches and players in the field gathering around each other. So
the bases loaded, and then Evan Frequette, as I said, walked in the 1st inning. He's with a new pitcher in. He'll be, his coach is talking. They're all watching the pitch too for timing.
Pitcher getting his warm-ups in. The outfielders are kneeling in the center field position out there in center field. All the infielders talking to the coach here with nobody out in the 4th inning. Bases loaded. So how many years has this school been here? 4? 5th year. 5th year. That's right. That's right. This will be the 5th year for this program here at North Paulding. It's been a great experience watching them grow over the years. They did change athletic directors. This athletic director they have now, Mr. Cherry, is the new athletic director here. And their athletic director that was here went to South Paulding. So we'll enjoy this right here as the pitcher Ryan Wilson gets ready to pitch with nobody out. With the bases loaded here in the 4th inning. Gets the ball down the first base line. First baseman brings it home. Catcher misses it. The run scores. So it's 2-2 now. The first baseman had the ball through it, and it bounced in front of the catcher. He tried to block it and get him out and missed the ball on the play. So it's 2-2. Bases still loaded. Timmy Blaylock now coming to the plate for the Cougars here.
He had a fielder's choice to second base on the 2nd inning.
With nobody out here in the 4th inning, 1 run in for the Cougars. Strike right down the middle by Ryan Wilson.
Sheffield the ball seemed to bobble in his glove a little bit, and he came up and rushed to throw. I think that he could have breathed a little bit and took a little bit longer. He put that in the ground to the catcher.
Strike 2 by Wilson. So the bases are loaded here with nobody out here in the 4th inning. Number 19 on deck for Alexander. Ball outside. The runner at third is coming down the third base line a long way, and the third baseman's not moving in any direction toward him at all. Like he's wanting to play him. He's just kind of hanging back.
I saw the catcher. Catcher gave a strong stare down that way, so we'll see if it changes. It's by the catcher. Wild pitch.
So the run scores on the wild pitch. So the runners advance 90 feet. So now the score is Alexander 3, North Paulding 2 with runners at 2nd and 3rd. 2-2 count on the hitter and nobody out here in the 4th inning. So ball fouled off behind home plate. So we're still at 2-2 on the hitter here.
That's Timmy Blaylock.
Timmy Blaylock at the plate. Number 19 on deck for Alexander. Scott Guider. Ball outside. 3-2 now on the hitter. Wilson facing his first hitter of the inning. Got one pass ball here this inning.
That's
Batter
dropping.
drops it to first. No runner, nobody at first base. He might have thrown him out at first base if he had been there, but there was not a first baseman. So now the score is 4-2 here.
Next up for the Cougars, the shortstop, number 19, Scott Goodyear.
Scott Goodyear, he flew out to second base in the second inning.
Catcher calls the play for the Wolfpack with runners at first and third here. The little Ryan Wilson, the pitcher, with nobody out still here in the 2 runs in. Ball high. 1 ball, 3 runs in, 3 runs in this inning already. Number 2 on deck for Alexander. He steals second. Catcher doesn't throw the ball down, fakes it, and was going to try to get the guy at third, and he didn't break, so stayed that way. Ryan Wilson with nobody out and 2-0 count on the batter. Fouled off.
He chases a high pitch off that one, Jack. He just got excited. You see the coach talking to him, and he's shaking his head now like he just couldn't stay off of it.
That was a third ball if he had taken it, but he swung at it, so it's 2 balls, 1 strike instead of 3 balls. Runners at second and third now. Ball 3 outside. 3-1 on the hitter.
Wolfpack pitching struggling through this inning, Jack.
They don't have anybody warming up. Ball 4, he walked him. So the bases are loaded again with nobody still out here in the 4th inning, 3 runs in.
We're back up to Anus Williams, he's walked and got a hit through shortstop. Walked first inning, 3rd inning was a hit through the shortstop and was thrown out stealing, trying to take an extra base on a hit ball for
So Nice Williams comes to bat with the bases loaded here in the 4th inning. 3 runs in, nobody out. They need a triple play right here for sure. So here we go. Swings and misses. 1 strike on the hitter. Number 18 on deck for Alexander, Butler. Joseph Butler's on deck for Alexander.
Coach telling Williams to swing down and through it.
He sends a high fly to center field. All the runners are tagging. Run scores. Runners left at first and second with 1 out now. 4 runs in here in the top of the 4th inning for Alexander. Butler coming to bat for Alexander here. He's the left fielder here in the 4th inning with 4 runs in so far this inning. On deck, number 23, Morgan Folks, the pitcher, is on deck with two runners on, 1 out.
Joseph Butler ground out to the pitcher in the 1st and grounded out to second in the 3rd.
High ball over his head, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. So ball outside, 2-0. So how many hits have we had this inning, Mickey?
Hits, we've actually had 2 hits. The others are walks.
3-0 on the batter. So we've had 2 hits this inning and the rest walks. They've scored 4 runs, makes the score 5-2. And this batter has a 3-0 count on him. Ball 4. Yep, the pitching staff is struggling right now. Bases loaded again. Morgan Folks coming to the plate, leading 5-2 now. And
Folks grounded out to first in the first inning and walked in the third inning.
on deck, number 14, Jacob Whitley on deck for Alexander. Morgan Folks getting ready to come to the plate. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ball high.
Coach is coming out to talk to the pitcher.
Got one going to the pen to warm up. Number 19 or 16 is going to warm up for North Paulding. Number 16's Tyler Wright is warming up in the pen. Coach just telling Ryan Wilson, who was the catcher the first game, just throw it in there, let them hit it, and let's see if we can get them out. Just telling him to quit aiming the ball, flying open, just throw it right to the plate. That's what he's wanting him to do.
This guy's released a little bit high. So
Yep.
as he was telling him there, as he follows through and balance, get his balance on his body, or at least that's the motion it looks like what
Yeah.
the coach was telling him.
Umpire comes out and breaks up the conversation. So the coach goes back to the dugout with 1 out here in the 4th inning, 4 runs in. The score 5-2. Bases loaded. Morgan Folks, the pitcher, up to bat. Ball 2. Folks looks at the pitch coming in. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike on the hitter. This is the freshman team for both teams. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Another ball, and he's walked in a run, make it 6-2. If he throws another ball. Ball 4. So, run comes across. Number 14 coming to bat. Jacob Whitley.
Now he went up the middle to the shortstop, with an error first inning, and he grounded out the second in the second inning, or third inning rather.
Pitcher gets a runner at first base. Number 7 running for him. Hunter Bowman, number 7, running for the pitcher with the bases loaded, 1 out. 14 at the plate, Jacob Whitley. Ball 1. Strike 1, right down the middle, swinging high, a little bit high on the batter. We got 1 out now. We've got a possibility of an infield fly. Here we go. Whitley gets the pitch ready, fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I think if he came back in high on him here, he'd chase that one, because you can see both those were a little higher, and he swung hard on
He's
those.
chasing them right up there, that's for sure.
I think he's seeing bases loaded, good stature, standing young man, good swing, but he's just swinging at it high.
Wanting to drive them runs in. Swings at that one down low and fouls it off to the left over there.
But again, you even tell on that swing that was a protection swing. He's
Yeah.
got his body bent and is getting around just to protecting the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases loaded. Whitley at the bat. Ryan Wilson gets the signal. He does hit the ball back to second baseman, who flips to short for the out, on to first for the out. Double play. What a way to get out of the inning. The coach is going ballistic at third base again. So he's coming in. Got a double play there, got out of the inning with 5 runs scoring. So the score at the end of 3.5 innings is 6 runs for Alexander and 2 runs for North Paulding. Folks is still the pitcher for Alexander. Number 11 will be coming to bat. Tomlinson will be the leadoff hitter for the Wolfpack. We're here at North Paulding High School.
Yeah, the bottom of the fourth, we'll be bringing up Brett Thompson, Blake Boggs, and Ryan Wilson.
Did he go up there and run that guy? Well, he just come down the hill is the reason I asked. Folks getting his warm-ups here. Tomlinson will be leading off for Paulding.
And Thomason had a hit in the second inning through second base.
So Tomlinson comes to the plate here in the fourth, trailing now 6-2 after a 5-run top of the fourth. Swings at the first pitch right down the middle for strike one. So, you're right. Like last game, North Paulding got 6 runs. They got 5 here in the fourth. Top of the fourth. Strike two.
And Thomason shaking his head a little bit, probably feeling that was a little bit low.
That was about a shoestring low. But that was the pitch. Swings at a curveball and misses for the first out. One away here in the bottom of the fourth.
Three pitches.
Blake Boggs. Blake Boggs is coming up here with one out here in the bottom of the fourth.
In the third inning, he had a hit, or second inning rather, he had a hit to right field.
Bounces past the catcher, foul back in the foul territory area for ball one. Catcher's caught 2 straight games here for Alexander here, number 6. Chris McConnell's caught 2 games. That's 14 innings of baseball. Ump calls that one a strike. So he's found his spot, it looks like, folks has. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ball hit to first base. First baseman fields it, touches the bag for the out, for out number 2, around the horn with 2 away. Number 6 coming to bat.
Ryan Wilson.
Next up, the pitcher, number 6, Ryan Wilson.
He had he hit through shortstop in the second inning.
So Wilson's been the catcher. Now he's the pitcher, and he is batting for himself here in a 6-2. Hits the ball down the first baseline, foul. Strike one.
Let's get a coach from third giving him some fundamental lines on his arms and his body for that swing.
Morgan, folks, gets a signal. Swing and miss, strike two.
Another off-speed pitch. Folks is mixing them up.
Yeah, his dad told me, I talked to his dad, Steve, and he has a sister who is a softball player at the University of North Carolina starting shortstop. For the third out, I'll finish the story. His sister is a D1 North Carolina Wolfpack softball player, and she hit a walk-off home run last night against Virginia Tech to get the win for North Carolina. They're playing them this weekend up in Virginia.
That's great. I get to My wife is surprising me, Jack, with a trip out to Oklahoma at the end of May, 1st of June, to watch the College World Series of softball. So I've been threatening for years, wanting to go, and she came home and surprised me and had tickets and the trip planned for us to head out to be able to see that.
Well, you may get to see North Carolina play out there because they're leading the pack in the ACC right now. Last year, Logan, his sister, Morgan Folks' sister, had come down here and played Georgia Tech and hit a walk-off home run against Georgia Tech. She is a freshman, played at Alexander High School last year, or year before last, played at North Carolina last year, so she's a sophomore now there at North Carolina. She's a great ball player. I've known her a long time personally. Played with my daughter, who's in college down in South Georgia, but it's been fun watching these girls grow up and these kids. Morgan was the little brother. Here he is playing on the freshman team at Alexander now. Number 34 leading off here for Alexander is Roman Borland.
16, the new pitcher.
Yep, 16, the new pitcher is Tyler Wright. Tyler Wright, the new pitcher for North Paulding. Wilson went to third base. Nope, he's not in third base. Where'd he go? Maybe in the dugout still as the extra hitter. Ball one high. So we've got a score of 6-2 here and going into the fifth inning, top of the fifth.
Yeah, Bolin had a ground to third in the first, and he hit through third to the left field in the fourth inning, excuse me.
2 balls and no strikes on Borland here in the fifth inning. Number 17 on deck. Ball 3. 3-0.
Wolfpack has definitely hit some snares here with the pitching.
Strike 1.
That's a good-looking curve.
It was a good pitch. Great pitch. 3-1 here on the hitter. The hitter thought it was ball 4, but it was a good pitch. Strike 1. 3-1.
Straight up to third base. Third baseman squared under it for the first out.
So 1 away here in the fifth inning on a fly out to first base.
Third base.
Third base.
Mason Dowd. Dawa, and he flew out to left field, and he's walked in the game.
So fouls the ball down the third base line. The coach gets it, flips it back to the pitcher. So has the baseball team here at North Paulding got any projects going on right now? Any kind of fundraisers or anything?
We just finished our first raffle, and we're going to be doing a lot of tournaments this summer here at the ballpark to try to bring more money.
So they finished off their first raffle, and they've got some tournaments coming over the summer. And again, through their
hits the base, fair ball down the third base line. I mean, it smokes third base. The left fielder retrieves it, and the runner ends up at second with a double. So we've got.
Give me that. If we'll get the website one more time, is NP Wolfpack. Okay, it's npwolfpackbaseball.com, and you'll be able to read up on those tournaments to either come participate or watch for some fine baseball through the summer.
Chris McConnell. So Chris McConnell fouls the first pitch off, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second. he hits it to third. Third baseman, the ball plays the third baseman, bounces over his head out into left field. So they throw the ball to second, and he's in a rundown. Now we may have a. Oh, he missed the ball. Oh, wow. Wow, timeout.
Okay, Jack, you
Collision.
calling that first a hit, or was that an error on the?
It was a hit. He knocked the third baseman down, the runner at third. Knocked the third baseman down. And there's 2 outs now. Wow. Luckily, he's not hurt worse. I don't know if he hit him with his head by accident or what. They both were running toward the base.
Yeah, he was diving back in, and the ball was thrown underhanded from the catcher just over the shoulder.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get the glove in. He's getting his breath back now. And actually, that was a good play by the Wolfpack on the defense. Threw the ball in to keep the what was that Dowell from coming into home, and then McConnell was going to go ahead and take second. They threw down to second. Shortstop ran him down, tagged through home, and stopped Dowell from coming home.
So we've got 2 outs now with a runner at third base.
Evan Fiquet, he walked and then had a ground ball for an error and made ground ball to first with an error.
Hits the ball foul down the first baseline. So it's 1 strike, no balls here.
Yeah, I believe Sheffield's saying, hit it back to me. I'll show you what to do with it this time.
Now, with 2 outs, he'd like to put it in his pocket and go bat. That's what he'd like to do. So here we go. Back up the middle to the shortstop. Shortstop fields, throws the first for the out number 3. No runs crossed. So at the end of 4.5, it's 6 for Alexander and 2 for North Paulding. So Morgan Folks makes his way back to the mound for the bottom of the 5th inning here. Number 6, the catcher's back out there.
We'll be leading off the 5th with Garrison Lindsay, Rocco Mazzetti, and Ben Turner.
Now the 3 North Paulding hitters here in the bottom of the 5th. They need to get something going here to chip at these runs and get some of them back.
We're at the bottom of the 5th, seven innings.
All right, so y'all are going to play summer games here. You got anything, golf tournament or anything going in the fall?
We're just going to go to a golf tournament. We're going to try to have
Another golf tournament in October. Where will that be played?
we try to give put all our money back into the county, so we're going to have it at
Creekside Golf over on Nebo Road would be where they would be holding their golf tournament in October. Needs a bowling tournament. That's a good idea. We're giving fundraising ideas here to the president of the Booster Club. Steve says, I've had enough of you guys today.
So apparently Randy feels he needs a bowling tournament, he needs a laser tag tournament.
Yeah, and a bumper car tournament. But we're here at North Paulding High School, the home of the Wolfpack baseball, for the freshman game between Alexander and North Paulding. And the score here in the 5th inning of the second game, 6-2. We just enjoyed this beautiful day here of baseball at North Paulding High School.
You know, Folks doesn't seem to be slowing down at all either, Jack, with his pitches. Well, that was still an off-speed pitch. I think he loosened up on that curve, didn't
Get it down enough.
Didn't get down and didn't curve. It
Yeah.
was just off-speed coming.
Well, these people can hear this on 278 the mix. Ball hit back to the second baseman. He gets it. Fields throws to first for the out. First out of the inning here in the bottom of the 5th. But all the North Paulding fans and Alexander fans can hear this game replayed tonight on 278 The Mix.
Yeah, Rocco Massetti's up. He was hit by a pitch the first inning. He grounded shortstop in the second inning.
Hits the ball to third base. Third baseman coming in. Fast runner throws the ball, gets the out for out number 2 here. Great play by the third baseman and the first baseman to get the out. Out number 2.
Now the infield's also helping Fox to keep his pitch count lower.
Yep. Ben Turner now coming to bat for North Paulding here in the bottom of the 5th. So, strike. Went right by the catcher, right through his legs to back to the backstop. Good thing no runners were on because he didn't move and neither did the umpire. They both stood there and watched. Catcher thought he had blocked the ball. Folks looks in, gets a signal. Strike 2 right past Ben Turner for the second strike.
As I hurt your ears with a whistle because that's what that ball was doing as it whistled by.
That's that 83-mile-an-hour fastball his daddy told me he had. He can swing it. Big kid, too, for a 9th grader. Strike 3, foul ball.
He's definitely challenging. I'm betting you're going to see a little bit of that off speed come in here this time. Because he's put those solid fastballs through.
Morgan Folks gets the signal here in the 5th inning, leading 6-2. Foul ball. Good play by Turner to foul that one off and stay with it. It was a changeup. Now 21. The next hitter, Sheffield's getting a workout himself over here chasing foul balls. He can't even swing the bat for chasing foul balls. Here we go. Hits the ball to right field. Great hit.
Solid hit.
Solid hit to the right field for the Ben Turner. Now coming up, Sheffield.
Next up for the back, first baseman number 21, Tanner Sheffield.
Sheffield walked in the first and he struck out, but made it to first off of an error by the catcher missing the ball in the third.
Okay, we have a runner at first with 2 outs here.
It was a throwback from the pitcher to the first. First baseman never even tried to make the tag, but
he's not playing off that far right now. He's got a good pickoff move over to first.
Yeah, Turner is staying rather close. Like on that first move, he was back with ease. He's diving back in great, but he's back real quick. He's going to second. Throw down. It's a little off center, so he's successfully still second base.
Catcher threw the ball down there with a strike, swinging strike. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike on the hitter with 2 outs. Now a runner at second. Turner is at second base. Sheffield ready.
I like to see that from North Pat. Got to get something moving, something going.
You got to
change that momentum. Get your players pumped a little bit, ready and eager. Got a man in scoring position now.
Got 2 strikes, 1 ball on the batter with 2 outs. A runner in scoring position, as Mickey says, here on 278 The Mix. Outside, 2-2. Folks tried to get him to chase 1 out and away. Sheffield didn't have nothing to do with that. Tanner Sheffield here plays first base, big kid for a 9th grader, first baseman. Folks looks in, looks back, swinging up in the upper zone and strikes him out for the 3rd out here. So at the end of 5, it's Alexander 6, North Paulding 2, and Alexander coming to bat here in the 6th. Ooh, that sounds good. The Wolfpack Canyon baseball. Wolfpack Canyon.
I like Canyon better than I do the volcano. That's
Yeah.
or the pit. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I like the canyon. That's a good one. Welcome to Wolfpack Canyon, home of the North Paulding Wolfpack. Wow, that'd be a good name there, Scott.
As we ended 5 innings, Alexander leads 6-2. Alexander has 6 hits, 6 runs, 6 stolen bases. They've left 8 men on base, and they've committed 4 errors. The Wolfpack, of course, with 2 runs off of 5 hits. They've got 5 stolen bases. They've left 6 men on, and let's say in with 5 errors. Okay, leading off for the Cougars will be Timmy Blaylock. He had a fielder choice in the second, and he's got a hit to right field in the fourth. So as he begins the 6th inning, watching the coach for the signs as he steps in the batter's box.
All right, Blaylock coming in here with nobody out, leading the score 6-2. First pitch hit back to shortstop. Shortstop fields, throws, gets the runner at first for 1 out. Blaylock out on a hit to shortstop. So
We've got Scott Goodyear, number 19, playing shortstop, coming in. He flew out to second in the second and walked in the fourth.
So we're with 1 out in the 6th inning, 1 pitch, 1 out. Number 16, Tyler Wright, got the first pitch in for the out, strike 1.
It's a good off-speed curve coming in there, off-speed pitch with a curve, rather.
Oh, no, they got a change.
And that was Scott Goodyear, that's right.
Oh, is it? Goodyear? I thought you said something else. Yeah.
Uh-uh.
Hits the ball to right field. Is he going to throw him out? Nope. He could have. He could have if he had thrown the ball. But Goodyear beats it out. So we have a runner at first base now.
Yeah. And Newis Williams has come in. He has a walk. He'd gotten a hit and then had a sacrifice to center field.
Williams at bat with 1 out and a runner at first here in the 6th inning. Swings and misses.
He was way in front of that ball, Jack, on his swing.
It was a great let-up pitch, or off-speed pitch. He did a good job pitching that. Wright did. He keeps looking over to first, and he throws another off-speed pitch, hit right to the center fielder for the out number 2. So we got 2 away here in the 6th inning, number 18.
I know you said something earlier with the center fielder. It looked like he was playing shallow, but he's each time he's come in right on him, and there I think he maybe had to take 2 steps to be in position for that ball.
Joseph Butler, the batter, with 2 outs and a runner at first here in the top of the 6th.
Butler's grounded out to second, and he's walked.
Hits the ball back toward the pitcher. Shortstop gets it, bobbles it, throws it to second for the 3rd out. So the Wolfpack get out of it in about 6 pitches there. And at the end of 5.5, it's 6 for Alexander, 2 for North Paulding.
We've got the Take Me Out to the Ball game playing here at the Wolfpack Canyon. Home team. Yeah, Randy told me to hush. He's about to lose some listeners if I kept singing.
No, that's right.
3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. That'll be one way to get some peanuts sent up here to us.
Yeah, they'll be up here all right, flying. Scott starts singing, we're in trouble. We're here at Wolfpack Canyon for home of the North Paulding Wolfpack baseball. I think we found it, Scott. I do too. I'll submit that Monday at the school board meeting. Edwards coming to bat here in the bottom of the sixth, trailing 6-2.
He had a sacrifice fly to center field, and he hit up the middle.
Foul ball off to the left over by the Wolfpack dugout. We're going to get Scott to announce, Mickey, that we're on 278 The Mix, and if they want to watch this game or listen to it, they can go there on the computer and listen to it. Be replayed tonight. You'll have to ask Randy Riggs, who's in charge of the setup, what time the game will be replayed. Ball one, strike one.
Ball in the dirt a little before the plate.
So we'll
8:02:53. So if you're there at 8:02:54, you're running late. You're going to miss a second of broadcast.
Miss the national anthem.
That'd be a shame right there to miss a second of this fine broadcast.
I know that's right. I know that's right. But we know where we are now anyway. We're in Wolfpack Canyon. I love it. I love it. Scott come up with a good one.
Of course, Dr. Crow Monday he may come in wondering what
is the Wolfpack Canyon
is. We'll put up the sign for the national monuments and such for.
Right. I know when I was a booster club member over at Nebo Elementary, my goal was to put them up a dolphin for their signboard out in front of the school. So we went out and priced the dolphin signboard, and it was like $6,000.
Oh, good hit.
Great hit down the third base line by number 17, Edwards. Great hit down the line. So we've got nobody out here now with a runner at first. So
Northpack looking to make the sixth inning and the new fourth inning from the first game. You know, that's got a pinch runner coming in.
Zock is the runner for Edwards, who is the catcher. He's going to get his equipment on to kind of speed the game up. Number 12 now coming to bat for the Wolfpack.
Everson's got 2 strikeouts for the game.
Austin Everson.
1 swinging and 1 looking. Got a throw back to first base. And Zock's in with ease, diving back in.
Swing and a miss by number 12 on the play. So we've got nobody out here. 1 strike on the batter and a runner at first for the Wolfpack. Pitcher goes into his motion and the batter asks for timeout. Gets it. Umpire grants it. So we're off the mound and ready to go again here. Now we're ready. Yep.
That's it.
Home of the Wolfpack. I can see that put out there on that wall right now. It'll be spray painted on the wall by the weekend's over. I think somebody else has spray painted it. I know that's right. I know that's right. Okay, back to the baseball game. Runner at first. The pitcher throws over and don't get him. So number 12 is back in the box, ready to go here. With 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2 right down the middle. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes here.
Again, Everson not able to catch up with that fastball. Self-proclaimed 83-mile-an-hour fastball, but I know it's coming in. It's coming in with some pop.
I give you my source. That's all I can do. Oh, ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Everson with Sox at first base. Fouls back. Another $6 going down the hill. Y'all gonna have to put up a fence down there to stop all those balls.
Yeah, Jack, when we were young, you chased down a fastball, a foul ball, and you get a Coca-Cola.
I know that's right. I remember those days. That was the good old days. Ball 3. Bases, got a runner at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the batter here. Nobody out. Huh? All right, we got a 3-2 count on the batter. Is the runner going? We'll find out shortly. Folks looks in to get his signal. Looks at first.
Yes,
there goes the runner. Hits the ball to right field. Fouled off. So it's a foul ball. 3-2 on the runner. We'll see if he goes again. Folks knows it now, so we'll see what happens here with a runner at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm going to bet Folks throws over one time.
You're probably going to be about right if he plays off a little bit further. He's not off too far right now.
No, he's not off as far as he was earlier.
No. They struck him out. Struck the hitter out on the pitch. Foul ball got thrown on the field by accident here.
Well, that's Folks has had Averson's number for the game. Like I said, it's 3 strikeouts, 2 swinging.
New pitcher coming into the game, number 7 for Alexander, is Hunter Bowman. Will be coming in to pitch.
Did something happen, or he must have hit a coach must have a magic pitch number or something.
He does. So let's see here.
Looking at 6-2.
1 out in the 6th inning. Now pitching Bowman, and Folks comes out of the game. I think it was the pitch count got him. Did a great job for them. 6 runs, 2 hits. 6 runs to 2 runs. North Paulding has 2. So he'll leave winning the game as of right now. New pitcher coming into the game, number 7.
And Folks gave up 5 hits.
5 hits, 2 runs. Here.
I'm sorry. Well, that'd be 6 hits. I didn't count the 1 and 6, so it'd be 6
okay,
hits.
6 hits total.
I'm just see if you're watching me, Jack. Test.
Pretty close. Pretty close. I'm got my eye on you.
I need the help with this. I got Randy on this side of me throwing up numbers.
I'm still looking at Wolfpack Canyon. I love that. That's a great idea. I love that name.
I just don't want to see you on the hill after the game up there on the other side of the fence, like trying to throw out your voice for echoing, Jack. Okay.
I got a new name coming here. It won't cost but $100,000 to put the falls in out there. Need a new indoor facility before they build the falls. Okay, so we'll be the canyon until we can afford to get the falls built. Nothing like a little fun at the old ballpark here at Wolfpack Canyon. We're definitely going to promote it for Scott and them. Yeah. The board has said, no, I want the falls. Okay, give us $100,000, we'll build it.
We got Tyler Brett Bach up to bat.
I know the school board don't want to hear that. Anything spend money. Pitches up, hit the second baseman. He calls it. He's got it for the out. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. It scores 6-2 with a runner at first. Britt Thomason coming to bat for the Wolfpack here in the bottom of the 6th. Scott, we're going to get you to announce that this will be replayed on 278 The Mix on the computer, so these fans can go home and listen to this fantastic game in the name of the new stadium here at Wolfpack Canyon. But we want this to go over big here at North Paulding. Freshman game, second game of the day. Wolfpack winning the first 9-5. Ball 2.
And Randy, even as he matches up the audio to the visual part here, he even has that matched at sometimes. So it looks like we're announcing the same thing that he's playing.
Here at Wolfpack Canyon. I'm telling you, that's a good name. I like it. Ball 3.
Well, when you're at the ballpark, you have your family time and your good times when you've got one game going on one field and you look at the softball field, which is behind, and you got the tennis ball game going on with about 7-8 kids out there playing.
Nothing like a little fun at the old ballpark, is there? Strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs with a runner at first base for North Paulding. Tomlinson at the bat.
Thompson's up there. He had a hit in the second inning through second base, and he struck out in the fourth.
Strike 2. 3 balls, 2 strikes here on the hitter. This is the first freshman game we broadcast this year. Mickey Skelton, Jack Daniels here with Randy Riggs on 278themix.com. Pitcher looks in, gets the signal, throws, ball 4, walks him. So we got a runner at first and second, 2 outs, and number 5 coming to bat for
Blake Boggs. Got a hit in the second inning to right field, and he grounded out to first in the fourth.
So here he comes to bat with 2 outs and 2 runners on base. So they'll have to get this going with a 2-out inning. Hits the ball to right field down the line. Foul. Out of play. Wade Boggs' cousin. Nah, I don't know if he is or not, but I'll say that. I wished it was his daddy. We'd have the money we need to build the falls and the canyon.
Yeah, we'd have them both. One would be the play field, the other the practice field.
Speaking of that, I was over in Phoenix City, Alabama last week, and I went to Tim Hudson Field over at Chattahoochee Community College. Tim Hudson donated $1 million to them over there at Chattahoochee Valley Tech for their ball field.
And Blake fouls off another down the first base line.
He played over there a couple of years before he went on to play in D1 college ball, and then went on to the Bros and the Atlanta Braves. Got him here at the end.
That's going down. That's
base hit. The runner comes around third, coming home. The throw to home is out. Got him on the tag. So it was a great throw from right field to the catcher at home plate to tag the runner for the third and final out of the inning. So at the end of 6 complete innings, it's the Alexander Cougars 6 and the North Paulding Wolfpack 2. All right. 7th inning, final inning of the game. It's been fun.
Okay, so at the end of 6, North Paulding has 2 runs on 7 hits. They have 5 stolen bases. They've left 7 men on base. Then let's see, Alexander Cougars, they have 6 runs off of 7 hits. They have 6 stolen bases. They've left 9 men on, and with 4 errors.
Well, okay, pitching the same pitcher. No, this is 13. Is this the same pitcher we had? Right? Tyler Wright?
13's Garrison. No, that's not the.
Garrison Lindsay's the new pitcher. We got a new pitcher.
Center field.
All right. Here with Zach Wheeler. He's now with a New York Mets. So we do have a member of the Paulding County school system pitching in the major league, not at the major league level yet, but he's getting close, is Zach Wheeler from East Paulding High School. All right, we're coming to the 7th and final inning here. Unless something drastic happens, North Paulding needs to get them out and come in and score 5 runs to win the game. Morgan Folks leading off here for the Alexander Cougars here in the 7th and final inning, unless a major something happens. Strike one right down the middle. Good pitch. 1 out. No outs. Excuse me. No outs. So here we go. Strike two.
Yeah, Fox comes in with a ground out to first in the first inning, and then 2 walks. So we'll see what he does on his 4th at bat.
Got 2 strikes on him here. Hits the ball to dead center. Center fielder makes. Oh, he drops it. Drops the ball. So it's error on the center fielder. You give him a hit.
No, I gave him the error on center field.
Okay.
Off
Error,
Williams.
error off of Williams in center field coming in as a hard run. Good try.
Oh, that was their center fielder.
Yeah.
That's Massetti out.
Oh, Massetti, excuse me. Massetti made the miscue. Strike one to number 14, which is Jacob Whitley here. On deck, number 34, Borland. Hits the ball down the left field line, going to the fence. All the way to the fence. Here comes the runner around third. Folks comes around heading to home, makes it all the way from first base. Runner's in a rundown between
when he gets around him.
third. Yeah, it wasn't really because the baseline is 5 feet.
Well, North Paulding coach is coming out to talk to the. Well, I guess he came out to tell him
hello. He called him out. He called him out coming out of the baseline to avoid the tag. So that's 1 out there. And 1 run did score, which was Folks, makes it now 7-2. Roman Borland at the plate with nobody on and 1 out.
Alexander coach looking over toward his dugout. Had time called.
All right, here we go. Borland at the plate. Strike one right down the middle. Good pitch by Lindsay.
Borland had a ground to third in the first. Hit in the fourth. Flew out to the third base in the fifth.
Ball hit to the shortstop. Shortstop comes in to get it, and it's a play scoop. No good. Didn't catch it. So the runner's safe at first base. Borland's safe at first. The first baseman could not come up with a throw from shortstop.
Now help me out with this, Jack. As deep as he was,
that was a base hit.
That's
got to be a base hit.
Yeah, he was.
He didn't charge it at all. So we have a runner now at first base. We've got a discussion going on here. All right, here we go.
Mason Dowda.
Got the umpires looking over in the dugout now. Not sure what the call is here. Could have.
If that was Jacob Whitley, let's see. We had Morgan Fawkes as the first batter, and then we had Jacob Whitley that came up, and then that Borland that just
batted.
That's on first base.
Right.
And that would have Dowda up. North Paulding coach is coming over now. That was Butler, Joseph Butler. Had a fielder's choice. Now, I'm showing their numbers right.
We're trying to get the clarification of this here.
Well, we're clear up here. Now, I don't know if something else happened. They've got a bunch of coaches running over to the dugout now.
Every coach on the team's in that dugout now, and the umpires, but we're not sure what's going on here. Folks led off the inning, scored a run, makes it 7-2. and we're not sure what's going on now. So here at Wolfpack Canyon, now the umpires seem happy. The coach seems happy on this side. Other coaches don't seem happy. They're still in the dugout. So what's happening? We're here in the 7th inning of the game, and we're not sure what happened down on the field in the dugout area. Scott's going to check it out for us.
It looks like he's got some. Number 12's got for Alexander, which is what Justin Cheek, but he hasn't played today. He's got a helmet on, and I see number 4, Jacob Schuster, who's also not played today. He's got a helmet on, so I'm not sure what to.
Maybe the coach is going to let them bat or something. I don't know what's going on. I don't think anybody else does either by the looks of it. All right, number 17's coming back to bat, which is Dowdle. He was batting when all this occurred. Number 34 is going out to run for somebody. Who's
no,
he?
12's the first base coach. That's what that is. He's got the helmet on.
Who's running? Is 34 the one that just batted?
Yeah, 34 is Roman Bolin.
Okay, Borland. Borland just batted, so yeah, he's
right
at first.
Okay.
What is that noise?
So that's Randy's phone over here, but as we've just been told that the catcher, number 6, who we were just talking about playing all the innings, it appears as he's overheated. So they're checking on his well-being.
Okay. So he has caught 2 straight games almost, complete games. He completed the first game in 6 innings of this game. So 13 innings is a lot on a freshman to me. I was a catcher myself, and I don't think I could catch 13 innings back in the day.
Phone was ringing. Hey, man, your phone's ringing. Answer it.
Pick all play, misses over at first base, Borland back safe. We've got 1 out, 1 runner on, 1 run in. 7-2 is the score. And number 17, Dowdle at the plate. Pitch high, ball 1. Yep, got number 4 pinch hitting for McConnell on deck. Jacob Schuster, is on deck here to pinch hit for the catcher. Throws down to second, misses the steal, makes it safe.
Throw was good. It had a bounce off the grass, come right into the glove at tag and height. But he got a good jump. He was already there.
He called the pitch a ball, so it's ball 2, no strikes. Runner at second base now with 2 balls on the batter. Ball 3. Worried about the runner at second that time. Looked like his throw wasn't all the way through. Randy Riggs down at the field checking on everything down there. Here.
The cameraman he is today.
Ball 4. So we have runners at first and second here. Number 4, Jacob Schuster coming to bat for Alexander, who is replacing the catcher. He's replacing the catcher, which has caught Chris McConnell had caught 13 straight innings there and overcome by the heat, I guess.
And they're stealing.
Ball, stealing. Nobody at third. He's going all the way. He throws it home. He's at third, so the run scores. Makes it 8-2. Runner at third base with 1 out. And Schuster has 2 balls, no strikes on him. Runner at third base now. That one's over the backstop. Here comes the runner home. And he scores standing up. Makes it 9-2. So he's got 2 balls on Schuster here with 1 out. We're in the top of the 7th inning here at Wolfpack Canyon. He calls that a strike. I would have called that one something else, but he called it a strike. So we'll go with that. 2 balls, 1 strike. All right, the pitch comes in. Ball 3.
I haven't seen the coach. Well, the coach did get the umpire to change one call, so I guess, Jack, maybe you from up here in the announcer's booth could get him to
I don't think I can get him to change one. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter here, Schuster. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. 2 runs in the 7th inning. Ball 4. Schuster walks there. Next batter, number 15, coming to bat.
It's Evan Frequet. He walked, had a ground to first base with an error, and then a ground to shortstop for the out.
All right. Hits the ball to left field.
A little blooper. It's
Base
dropping.
hit to left field. Schuster goes to second. So we have a runner at first and second with 1 out, 2 runs in. Tim Blaylock coming to bat for the Alexander Cougars here. 19 on deck. Scott Geider is on deck for the Cougars. Strike 1. So 1 strike on the hitter here, number 8.
Blaylock grounded out to shortstop last inning.
Back to the pitcher through the middle, touches second, goes to first, and scoops it for the double play to get out of the inning, 3 away. So at the end of 6.5 innings, it's the Alexander Cougars 9 and the North Paulding Wolfpack 2. Game number 2. So this is the bottom of the 7th coming up here at Wolfpack Stadium.
Hey, Jack, Alexander Cougars. Now they've got 9 runs off of 10 hits. Got 12 stolen bases, and they've left 10 men on base.
Wow.
Of course, we'll see what the Wolfpack does here, but they've gotten 2 runs out of 7 hits, 5 stolen bases. They've left 7 men on base and 8 errors as of record now.
8 errors. Wow. You can't win games getting errors. You got to get it together. Well, all right, Scott, let's talk about Wolfpack baseball. Tell us something good for the fans that'll be watching or listening tonight. Is there anything exciting going on other than your summer schedule coming up, which we got, a little over a month of the regular season to go? And how do y'all start region play Monday?
Start Monday with region play.
With Hiram.
Our first region home game will be this Friday against Pope.
Oh, Pope's coming to the Canyon on Friday here at Wolfpack Canyon.
Have a big crowd out here Friday for the Pope game, first region home game.
It'll be the varsity's first region home game on Friday night here. What time do y'all start usually? 6 o'clock. Okay.
We've got Ryan Wilson up to bat. He's got a hit through shortstop and grounded out to shortstop.
Ryan Wilson takes the first pitch as a ball 1. Number 7 still pitching for the Cougars, which is Hunter Bowman, is the Cougars' second pitcher of this game. Started out was Morgan Folks, and he was relieved in the 6th inning after, I guess, the pitch count got up there and the coach brought in this kid, Hunter Bowman.
Was in stereo, Jack.
Yep, in stereo. All right, 3 balls and no strikes on the first hitter here Ryan Wilson, who was a pitcher at one time here in today's game. Also the catcher the first game. So it's a long day here for these kids here at North Paulding today. Strike, no, ball, excuse me.
There we go again. I know your T-shirt's blue, but Jack, that just you don't have those emblems on there to be.
Ooh.
Next up to the bat, pitcher number 13, Garrison Lindsay.
Lindsey Garrison, who's pitching now, is up. He's had a grounded out to second, struck out, and grounded out to second again. So we'll see what this fourth time up does.
All right, we have a runner at first base and nobody out, and the pitcher goes over to first, and the ump calls him safe. 9-2 is the score here in the bottom of the seventh. So we'll see what happens. Bunts it foul. So they're trying to move the runners and get people on base intentionally here. But we will see what happens. Seventh inning.
Well, the boys haven't given up. They're still out here playing hard strategy here to try to get runners over. Bowman comes in with a high fastball.
That's ball 2, strike 1. Nobody out here. Seventh inning with a runner at first base. Trailing 9-2. Hits the ball straight up. Catcher looks at it, but it's out of play. I tried, but couldn't reach it with my net. Couldn't get the window open fast enough. If I had 6 little windows, I'd be okay.
That's it. You could have had a choice of which one to go through,
right.
But only have one on the edge. You can't get to it quick enough.
Can't get over there in time to get it up. All right, we got 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner's going. Catcher throws, bounces it into second for 3 balls, 2 strikes on the hitter.
Good stolen base on that. It's 6 for the night, or in this game, for North Paulding on stolen bases.
Hits the ball back through the hole. So the run's going to score, makes it 9-3. Ball gets back into the second baseman at second. The shortstop was playing over Mickey, trying to make the runner think he was going to get him, and the ball was hit right in the hole where he had been. So coach calls timeout and goes out and talks to his pitcher. So,
yeah, Jack, it looks as though we've got about 60, 65 plus fans here in the stands today.
Yep, good crowd here on both sides.
They've hung in good with both games.
North Paulding winning the first game 9-5 here at Wolfpack Canyon. Second game.
Got Rocco Massetti, who's playing center field now.
Strike right down the middle with nobody out here in the seventh inning. 1 run in so far for the Wolfpack. Got a runner at first base.
The camera just took a,
ball
for those
2.
watching the audio later tonight, don't worry, you're not falling off the couch. It's just it's just Randy with a camera.
Camera falling off the couch. All right, here we go. Nothing like a little fun at the old ballpark. Ball, catcher.
Looks like catches on an elbow.
Got an elbow. So it puts a runner at first and second and nobody out here.
That's the second time he's been hit by this game. That Massetti. Got Ben Turner coming up to bat.
Ben Turner coming up with nobody out and 1 run in and runners at first and second here.
He's got a right field hit, a strikeout, and then he had got on by an error from the shortstop in the first inning.
Ball. Everybody moves up 90 feet.
Got a wild pitch.
That's the pitcher's fault. He's telling the catcher that's my fault. The new catcher, number 14 here for the Alexander Cougars, Jacob Whitley, is now catching, replacing number 6, who was the catcher, Chris McConnell. Here he got overheated by, I guess, being in the game too long. He played his heart out, that's for sure. Next pitch hit right back up the middle.
That's good.
Run scores, makes it 2 runs in. Runner goes to third. Nope. Runner at third and first now. Nobody out. 2 runs in. Makes the score 6-4 here. And the 7th inning, the coach is going out to take the pitcher out of the game. And he's bringing in to pitch number 1 coming in for the Cougars, which will be Justin
Westbrook.
Westbrook will be coming in to pitch for Alexander, losing winning 9-4 with runners at third and first. But we've enjoyed being here at Wolfpack Canyon today for today's game.
Duck Canyon. North Paulding High School at the Canyon.
The Canyon. Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
But it's still Wolfpack Stadium. The Canyon's the home of the Wolfpack. Number 1 here, warming up, Westbrooks. Going a little junk there. All the people standing around. Got a runner at first and third with nobody out. This could be the mount they're looking for here to get a couple right here, and they'd be right back in this ball game. 5 pitches by the pitcher warming up. He's throwed. Okay, we're about ready to play here. We've enjoyed the hospitality here. We didn't get no free peanuts. We tried, but we didn't get none. Let Randy and Mickey and Scott sing, and nobody threw any peanuts at us. We was hoping for a few, but they didn't come our way. But we did get some sunflower seeds thrown at us. Number 21, Tanner Sheffield coming to the plate. There's no fires in the press box at the time. He's coming up to bat here.
He's got a walk, a strikeout, and then a strikeout, and he was able to get on base with an error. Drop ball by the catcher.
So we got nobody out, runners at first and third, new pitcher in the game, and Sheffield at the plate. Sheffield first pitch, hits it back through the shortstop for a base hit. 1 run scores, makes it 9-5 with runners now at first and second and nobody out. So number 17 coming to bat, Hayden Edwards, with runners at first and second. I think he scored last inning, didn't he? Did he?
Who?
Edwards. Did he get a hit last inning?
Yeah, he had a hit to left field.
Yeah. Swings at the first pitch. It's back behind us for a foul ball. Strike 1. Nobody out with runners at first and second here. 9-5 is the score. Home run right here would make it 9-8.
That'd be 326 feet.
326, yeah. Or if he hit it into the canyon at 355, or dead in the canyon at 375.
Yeah, 325 on the edges is. Randy Riggs pointed out to us earlier.
325 to the edge. He hits that one over the fence, but it's behind us for a foul ball.
We'll just change directions on this.
Strike 2.
You have to clarify what you're asking for, Jack. Go over the fence or over the outfield fence.
I did say 325. I didn't say 25. But we're here. We're trying to talk Randy Riggs into doing Monday night's game at Hiram between North Paulding and Hiram. Be the first region game of the season for both teams here Monday night. We'll see if we get a clarification on that signal or not.
That pitch came in high, making 1 ball and 2 strikes.
With no outs, runner at first and second. Next pitch, strike 2, struck him out on 3, 4 pitches.
Solid swinging, though.
Yep, he had a couple of foul offs, but that's okay. We've got 1 out now with runners at first.
Austin Iverson coming in. He's got 3 strikeouts, 2 swinging, 1.
Number 12 up to bat with runners at first and second and 1 out here. Ball 1 in the dirt.
Come over the top with that curveball, and it just didn't have the strength to get there.
Yep. But we're ready for the pitch to the plate. Ball 2. Got on deck. Who's on deck over there? Number 4.
Tyler Brettbach, second baseman,
is on deck with 1 out. Here we get these runner on base. It'll be the bases loaded, and a home run would tie it. Strike 1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. The score now is 9-5.
Just reverse order what the first game was.
Wolfpack trailing, but threatening here in the 7th. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike here. 1 more could load it up for the home run to tie it, and then the home run to end it would make it 10-9 if that case happens. That would be... all right, here we go. Pitcher coming in with it, looking, throws. Ball 4, he walks him. So the bases are loaded with 1 out here in the 7th inning.
Second baseman, number 14,
Tyler Brettlock coming to bat here in the 7th inning.
Tyler's got a ground to pitcher, a strikeout, and a fly out to second. So he's due.
And the coach calls timeout. He's going out to talk to his pitcher. I see here what's going on. Is he going to take the ball from him and bring in a new pitcher? He is. So now coming in to pitch for the Alexander Cougars is number 4. Jacob Schuster is coming in to pitch.
No, he
batted. He batted for the catcher, I think.
He batted, but he hadn't pitched.
So, what is that?
Pinch. No, they're just changing helmets. Okay.
So Schuster's coming in to pitch. The score's 9-5 with the bases loaded and 1 out. And got number 11 Tomlinson on deck over there. And
well, you got Brett Bach coming up. It's going to be the first batter to.
Yeah, we done introduced him.
I just thought we'd do it again. His parents will call in and thank you, Jeff.
Okay, I like that. We have enjoyed being here at North Paulding today. It's a beautiful, beautiful school, beautiful ballpark. They've worked hard here. The Booster Club is really working hard here for the kids, and that's, to me, what it's all about is the kids. So we're ready to go now. Left-handed hitter this time. Brett Bach is coming up with the runners at first, second, and third, 1 out. Ready for the swing. Pitcher looks in. Schuster throws right down the middle for strike 1.
Catcher misses there, pops out of his glove. It's not far enough to advance any runner.
So we've got 1 strike on the hitter. He threw that, a fastball, it looked like right down the middle. So we'll see right here what number 14 plans to do with it, if he's going to send it somewhere on this pitch. The right fielder's playing pretty deep here. Looks to first, comes in with it, hits it back to shortstop. Shortstop gets it, fields it, throws and gets the out at second base. The run does score. Wait a minute, now he called him safe now. No, he called him out. So he called him out for the second out of the inning, 9-6 now, with runners at first and third and 2 outs. Britt Thomason coming to bat here with 2 outs, runners at first and third.
Got a hit in the second. Looks like a strikeout.
So we're looking in here. Schuster's looking in. Thomason ready. Ball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs. 9-6. They've had 3 runs scored this inning. 4 runs scored. I tried it was 2, 9-2. Now it's 9-6. So 4 runs scored this inning. Runner at third.